shit, Rex run another one.
We're gonna get into the interview right now with our guest of the evening, Mr. Cuzz.
I'm over, get on my right, get on my right. Niggas hating, I don't mind that.
Let's get into it. Who is Cuzz?
It's one of the top artists of the Sauga City and the whole country, to be honest.
Cool,
That's
no.
how I feel. That's how I'm feeling, you know?
Gotta be confident about it, right?
That's what you guys should know, you know? Someone to take in with that melodic shit, you know? But I've been rapping for so long, you know?
Okay.
I've been rapping for like 10 plus years. I have videos when I was a kid in the city. We used to go by MOE, money over everything.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to have like weird videos fucking 2012, 2010, you know, 11, those days, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've been doing this. And then after I took a nice break from music, probably like 3-4 years, you know? Came back and started working again with my music shit, stacking money in, you know? Like started changing my life, you know what I mean? Can't really rap, right? You're not living, so changed up my life, you know? Started hustling, doing whatever I'm doing, everything, stocks, fucking, you know, working. I was doing whatever I'm doing. Fucking grinding, and then I fucking, you know, came back to my music shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when did you start rapping? When was the
Like,
first time you picked up a pen and
10 to 11 years old, you know? I was like rapping and writing, you know? Like a kid, I used to have a little stereo thing, you know? Like my dad took me to the studio as a kid, like probably like 9, 10, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, I was rapping from a kid. I was trying to start rapping, but I never really went to the studio till like high school, like maybe like 13, like 14, right before high school. That's the first time I went to the studio.
Did you need to hear the beat first, or were you just
Yeah, I used to just bump Arab music beats, you know? And just fucking, yeah, like I used to
when
just
you used
bump,
to do the mixtapes and stuff like
crush
that,
those,
the
yeah.
instrumental mixtapes.
I used to always rap on those. I used to freestyle every day and shit, so you know? I started rapping, yeah.
Nice. My bad. That's better? Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
So you had a Dipset, I guess, influence back in the day. That way
Not even really. All I listened to as a kid is Jada Kiss. So all LOX and then fucking Arab, you know? That's all I listened to as a kid. That's all I listened to.
So
And 50 Cent was before that.
Okay.
So those are my stages, you know?
Okay.
It's crazy.
So where did
50
you?
Cent.
So you're talking about the melodic flow. Where did you get that from? Where did that influence come in?
Fuck, when I stopped making music, stopped rapping, then I fucking... Basically, when I was rapping, it was way too hood, way too bad, you know? It was a bad image and shit, so that's why I started rapping too, you know? And I came back to my music shit. My studio producer that I was like rapping with, he's like, yo, you should listen to some Future and this and that. And just when I was vibing with him, you know, my cousins were telling me that. So I started listening to Future and Young Thug. I like, you know, Young Thug, Future, Drake came out now, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I started picking up a little bit of melodic shit. And I always like, you know, knew I could probably like make music like that.
Okay.
So I fucking, you know, I started working like more melodic shit, making songs, you know?
What do you prefer? Because I see, I rock with both.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's hard to tell what I shouldn't even say like I need to prefer both. Like I should just like both and just done, right? But I like your rapping and I like the melodic flow that you drop on them.
Rapping is easy and natural. Like I'll just be chilling every day and I'll just start rapping or saying bars and make up shit, you know? But like making songs is like I like making music better, you know? I like making an actual song that people can listen to, you know? I used to be in high school and everyone would be like to my teachers, he's a rapper, he's big, you know, like he's famous, he's like 10,000 views, you know, like he's big, and then I'll be like, bro, I can't show my teacher that shit, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
so crazy.
Yeah, like my mom, like I can't show, nobody who wants to listen to my music and I'm just talking bare hood shit, you know? So when I started making music, now I feel more comfortable, I could show people, you know?
Okay.
Not just niggas, I don't want to like, you know,
everybody will
to
listen
the
to
niggas.
it.
I wanted to branch out to females and kids and everybody that could listen to it, and it's, you know?
Nice.
It's a little more open than just, you know, hood shit.
Dope.
But yeah, it's whatever. Both of them, I fuck with both of them.
Good.
Yeah.
What about that gap? What was going on during that gap? What were you doing during that gap?
I was just getting some drip, you know, like my old videos.
Come up, fam.
Yeah, my old videos were like, I was looking bummy. I was in like a hoodie, you know, like like just like
Man's making
I was just
I was like, yo, let's take off this hoodie, fam. Take off this plain ass hoodie, fam. Show us your t-shirt. It's something. Like,
I have a
come
bunch
on.
of videos, but like just my swag was just different. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm not like I switched up from the hood swag, so
True.
I had to actually get some drip.
That's what's up.
I seen what's going on with the whole trend and the whole game, so I had to switch up the drip and get some sauce. Whatever I felt, was necessary in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got my sauce up. I got my life a little better though.
I hear that.
Moved out. I was like. Those times when I was making my music, I was in my mom's crib, obviously the fucking basement, trapping, whatever my Dukes is, whatever, By the time I'm fucking coming back, I'm living on my own, obviously, I drive now, it's a whole different,
nice.
it's a whole different flex, so, I came back and worked on music when I was ready to work,
Nice.
and make music.
Were you still getting the same numbers? Like when you're putting out the music?
When I came back, it was
before you, like when you were originally putting out. Like,
when I originally put out music, the game was completely different. When me doing 10K, it was like huge in the city, 100K was like, like the top numbers you see in Toronto, 100Ks, and those are big, that's like, but yeah, when I was doing like 10K, 20K in my in Sauga, like those numbers, people are like all over there. I go to the store, people are like, yo, that's good, because my whole school, other schools, they all know me, People in Toronto, everybody's listening to my shit. So those were some numbers, but that's just the rap audience of Toronto, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Now I have fan base like all over different cities in the fucking world, in LA and Miami and New York and fucking Jamaica. Everybody hits me everywhere,
Yeah.
So it's a whole different wave now, but fuck. Back then I was doing pretty good. I was doing like 10K, 15K, I think, was the top I got, but that's like 2012, 2010,
That's still, fam, people are putting
Yeah,
get that right now.
Yeah, those are
Man's are getting
numbers,
25
trust
views
me.
on their videos right now, so stuff.
It's numbers,
Those are like,
numbers. It's
like
numbers.
what?
Like,
I was like, you're
all
doing
the
great,
kids, like
yo.
I used everywhere I go, like, hey, is it because I'm buzzing niggas? Everyone still listens to my tracks, They still like they love those lyrics,
So what do you think it was? It the lyrics? Why do you think you got so much attention so
Just
young? Or
I don't know, it's catchy flow. My Cuzz, like we had a group, so we all me, my Cuzz, like all of us rap, and we all like built a nice little buzz for
yeah.
ourselves. We built a little brand, just like I do now. I started selling T-shirts and shit, so I built a little brand. I have a little bit of marketing, skills. So I basically built a little brand and made sure everybody was on me. I had CDs back then. I used to give out my CDs,
So you're out. In
Yeah,
the
I was
streets
doing
from
shit.
the
Yeah, like
thing.
I was out there doing a 1-2. I just I got lucky. I've always been that kid that like a lot of people know me and my sis. Everybody everybody knows us. So yeah,
That's good.
it was okay back then, but now it's like I obviously traveled. I went places, so I have a way wider fan base than I used to.
That's pretty dope.
So much better.
Just to rewind a little bit, you said that you were living with your mom. Was it just you and your
Me, my mom, my sister,
and your sister?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so you
my
guys grew up
sister.
just the three of you. Yeah. What was music like in the house? Like, what was your mom listening to?
Fuck, I don't know. My mom listened to I don't know, next shit, some hip hop, just random music.
Okay.
Radio. She's just bumping radio music,
okay. She doesn't
My
listen to-
dad was a super Jamaican,
Okay.
So when he came around, like every
Yo, bro.
every weekend, it's like, it's straight. Yeah,
Fix the mic.
Oh shit, my bad.
every
Other way.
fucking, I don't know, it's crazy, bro. My dad was like every weekend. The man's, or sometimes I seen him every couple of months, sometimes every weekend. But when I seen him, he's bumping the Jamaican tracks loud in the whip,
Is he bumping like bears and like, or like is he bumping like hardcore dancehall? Like what's
Nah,
it
he's
like?
bumping like
Culture, like
man, like some
some
real
real
some
gun tunes.
real
Some real
some
gun
real
tunes.
yardie
Okay,
shit,
cool.
like
Yeah.
maybe some of the vibey
Yeah.
tracks, but
Okay.
he's bumping some ones like the pom pom thing, and like real thing,
Why did I think that in my
yeah,
head?
real
Like,
thing, like, that's all you can say,
Those are the tracks, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
All the
all.
slack
Man.
tunes, all of
That's
those.
all it was,
All the slack
Maybe
tunes.
Straight
Yeah.
dance song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, dad, why did they always fucking ruin the tracks in the middle and go
Yeah, Yo.
I'm not talking over the tracks, bro.
Yo, that's a thing, B.
Yes, so pull it back. Yo, I'm dying, fam. It's funny as fuck, right?
That's what's up. And just another question, because that seems like a great memory to have growing
That's
up as a
funny,
kid. But do you have another like good memory growing up in like Sauga, like on road with your friends, or like is there something that like stands out from like your youth that like
Good
was
memories?
great? Yeah.
Like, I don't know. My best outlet was sports and music, you know. So just sports and music.
What was your sport?
Football and basketball. I just played sports, you know. In high school, I got into my sports heavy, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, so I just played sports and music to keep my like head straight from
Dope.
the streets and the hood, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it was rougher in the hood and the streets is crazy. So, you know, even in Sauga, whatever, Toronto, it's all the same shit to me, you know. So it's kind of, you know, whatever. I was keeping my head out of the streets and the hood and shit and trying to play sports and make money and, you know, like go to school and whatever, you know, trying to keep my head straight.
That's good.
But yeah.
That's good. That's good. It's good to see positivity come out of that. So that's really good. For sure. That's good.
What's the biggest misconception of Mississauga that you hear about? Because everybody always takes peel and they're like, oh, it's soft.
People say it's soft is probably the biggest misconception. I don't hear too much like to me because like my block is like most known on Sauga, like College Way, you know? So it's basically from the jails. Everyone, I hear them bigging it up. You know, everyone they big it up, they know about it. Like half of the Toronto rappers all like been to my block, a lot of them, you know? Like some of them got ran off, some of them are niggas with my niggas, you know? Like people know of my block, you know? So like I don't hear too much negativity, but people saying Mississauga, it's like I always hear, oh, it's soft, but I know it's not soft. There's beer blocks in Mississauga.
Right.
You know, it's the same shit as Toronto. It's like it's basically low income families, right? Every couple like streets is a hood, you know? And they're mixed in the rich houses and shit, you know? Like it's like I see it everywhere, the same thing as Toronto.
Yeah.
You know, there's literally 10, 20 hoods in Mississauga, you know? Like every street is a hood, you know?
Yeah.
Like, every couple lights you're at the next hood, you know, like a blood hood, a crip hood, it's the same shit as Sauga, you know? And some of them are beefy and some of them are, you know, together, yeah, but it's, I don't know. It's crazy. Toronto's a little bigger, you know, with, that's why it's obviously more of them, and, you know, but it's crazy still. It's crazy in the streets, like Sauga, fucking same shit as Toronto, I guess it's, you know, it's bad shooting, stabbings, everything's the same shit, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
just gotta stay safe. All the kids need to fucking make some music, make some money,
play
you know?
some sports and do something good with your life, guys.
Yeah,
but
trust me.
And Sauga's been popping though.
Yeah.
Like, well, like
music-wise too.
Music-wise, but I was thinking more street-wise.
Street-wise, for real though.
Like even back in the day, like
I know.
I hate considering Malton Sauga because even like I don't
understand
how
Sauga
Malton
either.
is Sauga, but whatever.
Sauga.
But yeah, even
they
Malton
put in
used to
work
be
too. They
crazy
have
back
their
in the
streets.
day,
Yeah,
so
every all over the Sauga, like or Malton,
everywhere in the city can get
all over
business,
everywhere. Yeah, it's about the low income, you know, communities. The low income communities are where all the fucking kids are that don't have money and they're hungry. That's the same way my song Long Way, you know? That's how I was feeling, you know? Back in the days, I used to be hungry, you know? I used to have to go kick a door or do something stupid or try to, you know? You're walking with knives and this and that because there's niggas all outside and this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't feel safe, you know what I mean? So it's how it is in the hood. I don't have to walk around with a knife outside in a big, nice community, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When I'm living in a nice hood, you know? Like a nice street, you know what I mean? It's crazy. When I'm young, I'm going to school, like, yo, there's 20 niggas in my school. I don't know who's going to turn on me. You know, I'm going to bring a knife or a gun to school and I get suspended for having a knife. I used to do that, get suspended myself for that shit, you know,
That's
having
crazy.
weapons in school and this and that. I couldn't even stay in school, those reasons, you know?
That's wild.
I got to high school. I went to like a nicer school and I like, at first I'm going there like, I'm gonna jam all these kids, you know? But when I seen all the white kids, I'm like, yo, these kids are good. Like, these kids are opportunities to make money. They're opportunities to make music. I met a kid that, like, his brother worked with Universal Music. I still talk to Universal now, you know?
That's what's up.
And this guy brought me to a big studio. That's where I recorded all my first songs, you know?
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
Jenks,
so cool.
he literally is signed by Universal Music. He knows Drake and shit, his older brother, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, da, 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 da. And he's literally, his brother paid for the studio for me and the white kid Jenks, you know? That's what's
up. Like, that's so dope.
That's why you have to fuck with kids, you know?
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
build connections, you
know?
Instead of just being like, you know, let me you know, jam this kid or something. Bro, people could benefit you in a lot of ways, you know?
It's true. You're
crazy.
right.
Before we get back into the music, I want to talk more about that because your mindset is so different, fam. Like, when you're talking about stocks and all that, where did you get that from?
Fuck, I don't know, bro. I think it's see, you guys are talking about Virgo gang. I think it's just Sagittarius gang, you know? I think it's just Sagittarius gang, you know? Like
I know you want to be on this.
I don't know.
You want to
Nobody
be on
really
a Scorpio.
taught me. My dad, like, isn't really on that shit. He's not on the music shit. He's on music shit, but it's Jamaican. It's not like hip-hop rap music, you know? I don't know. It's more like hood influence. My hood influenced me for that shit, but my mindset, like, I don't know. It just, like, I just picked up shit trying to get rich, you know? I never wanted to struggle, you know? I wanted to do good, so I just picked up shit trying to get, like, you know, successful and rich, you know? So I started fixing up my mindset, you know? I realized, like, my teachers used to tell me the same shit, like, everybody, you're going to be in jail, you're going to be dead, from, like, grade 5 and 4, you know?
That's
like, I was getting dragged down the hallway and shit. I was super bad, you know? But obviously, you know, by the time I got older, I started getting wiser and I just fixed up, you know?
That's good.
Yeah, I started going down a little better path at least, you know?
That's really good.
It's not easy. Like, in the hood, it's bad. It's hard. But I still, like, if I was from a rich house or shit, my mindset, I would be fucking rich as hell. Like, I'll be, you know? I'll be blessed. But, yeah.
Got old money.
You have to play the hands, you know? Play the cards you were dealt. It's crazy.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into the musical or the art school?
Okay, so basically I was expelled from grade 8, you know? And I was supposed to go to grade 9. I was still expelled. And I was trying to go to, like, the live school, and, you know, right around me is Loyola, you know? And I was trying to go to Loyola, and these guys told me, you're not allowed to go to that school because there's too much bad kids and stuff. So they put me in the kid with the nice school, and they thought it was an opportunity for me to, you know?
So you ended up going to art school based on not going to the other schools to not
because I
get
was
you in
too
trouble.
bad already. I was already
Look at
expelled
how
from
they
grade
were-
8 to grade 9. Like, I didn't even get to start grade 9. I was pissed.
Damn.
I didn't get to play basketball, football. You know, like, I didn't get to play, so I was pissed. That's what made me want to play sports and want to fix up, you know? Like, I got a little intervention in grade 8, 9, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be expelled from school. I don't get to go to school with all these kids. I don't get to play sports and this and that, you know? So, that's why I fixed up a little bit, you know?
That's really good, though.
Yeah, that helped me. I fixed up, and then I started, you know, learning shit from these next kids, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's basically, even in the school I was in, the art school, there's still, you know, some bad kids, some good kids, you know, it's still, look, one of my dogs from right now, he's, you know, I know him for my own, you know, like more than one of them, they came to my school. But yeah, that's how, I don't know.
That's actually so dope. I'm like, they actually saw potential in you to send you to that school when you really think about it,
yeah,
right?
they did, yeah. Like, they knew I was smart. I wasn't even supposed to get out of the expulsion school. But, like, when I was there, I was doing so good, and none of their kids are smart like that. You know? They're all like, they were like kids like that, you know? Like, definitely weren't graduating, you know?
Right.
Or if they were, it's like some super help. I was there from young, and I was smarter than these kids, you know? So, yeah, they're like, we're actually, I was the first kid that they put into a regular school, I guess, for me, because, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's actually so dope. That's so good.
Crazy. It's a process, you know? It's a process.
Good.
Do you think there's a problem with schooling? Because we actually had this issue with our last guest, Coconino, where she kind of got banned from all the schools that she
In
was
Ontario.
going, in Ontario, actually.
Yeah.
She got banned from all the
That's
schools
what
in
happens.
Ontario, the whole country.
It's like, you know, it's honestly your parents' fault, your home and shit, but it's also the schooling. They don't know how to deal with people, right? That's why it's like, you know, you need child and youth workers. When I was in high school, I had a good child and youth worker that helped me, you know?
That's good.
Yeah, stuff like that. You have a child and youth worker, people that actually talk to child, like the kids, and, you know, feel them out and hear where they're coming from. They don't just say, oh, you're bad, you know? You have to see why the kid's being bad, or why, you know?
That's right.
It's crazy. I thought I was a grown-ass nigga. I wasn't. When I was, like, in grade 9, now I'm like 13, 14, 15, you know?
Yeah.
I was a grown nigga. No one could tell me nothing. Like, I'll punch a grown man in his face, you know? Like,
you see that?
My teacher, like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I was a grown man.
Yeah.
I look back at kids, like, you guys are, like, you know, they're tiny little kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was a grown man, you know? So that's just how it is.
I think that's a lot of kids' issues. A lot of kids growing up, they just feel like you can't tell them nothing.
Yeah, I thought that's how I felt, you know, and that's exactly how you do feel. As a kid, you don't have that mindset where you want to mature yet, you know?
Yeah.
You can't even, I used to think, like, I can't get my charges are going to stick. I had youth charges, you know? I would have never went to LA. I'm in LA, Miami, you know?
That's
like,
what's up,
living
yo.
in shit, New York, you know? Like, living nice now because I fixed up, you know?
That's good.
But fuck, I was never supposed to go nowhere. I was charged. I had fucking charges from my youth, you know? From the day I was able to get charged, the cops charged me. It was like right around my birthday basketball season.
That's
you know?
so crazy. Y'all
in
talking
grade,
about it.
in grade like 6 or 7, the day I turned 12 or whatever, they charged me. The next day, it was like November 24th or 5th.
That's
you know?
so crazy.
They're looking for me. They hated me on my block. If you know about, not even just Sauga, the whole like Peel, 11th Division is the worst police. That's my police station. So common, like the college way. Bro, they deal with 11th Division. Those are the worst police, you know?
No deal, Peel.
No deal.
Yeah, no deal. They don't play any games, but they're on me. They wanted me bad, you know?
That's crazy.
When I got older, they luckily allowed me, like I was dealing with shit, and I beat up their charges, you know? Like,
I'm glad that you were able to like get past that, because that's crazy. Because they would have like ruined your life.
Yeah, I
like,
could have been fried.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's wild. I'm so glad for that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I want to dip back into this music thing. I was checking out some of your music. I'm always seeing this. Is it Junior Germs or JR Germs?
JR Germs. Yeah.
I'm coolin' with my shorty. Yeah, these bands, man, I'm really on the go. She got a man, but she really tryna roll.
Yeah, that's my cousin. Our moms are twins. That's my cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You guys are blood.
Yeah, that's my blood cousin. Our moms are twins.
Okay. So when's the first time you guys decided like we're gonna do tunes together and stuff like that?
Basically, it's crazy because that's my older cousin. He's like 4 years older than me, you know. Mm-hmm. And when those guys lined me with the Universal Studio,
oh nice.
I brought Germs to the studio after I went the second time, you know, and we made calling me their cousin, you know. And I sat there writing with him all night. We even had to finish it in the studio, you know. That's the first time I tell you, like he went to the studio and like, you know, made a banger, and then after that he took it and ran with it, like, you know. His shit's deeper than mine, you know, like he's lyrically crazy, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah, so he's nasty, but I brought him to the studio when I got the Universal thing. It was a crazy studio, you know. He didn't even I didn't know how to record. He didn't know how to record like good or nothing, you know. But yeah, we went in there, we crushed those, and I kept going back, you know. I made the guy, I was like, yo, book another 6 hours, you know. I never got no free sessions like that. It's like Universal crazy studio, like behind the glass and shit, you know, not
that's
no basement,
so
you know.
crazy.
I was like, yo, like, you know what I mean? With my boy Jenks from high school, you know, he's in my gym class and shit, shooting threes with me. Like, yo, line the next session, fam. Line the next session, yo.
That's
like,
a set.
fuck, I'm ready, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, but then from there we've been working, like. Even we just write, you know, we write together. Like our tracks, I feel, are the best tracks I have, you know. If you hear my track, our track has been on the radio like 20 weeks in a row. They put it on. It's Bando Baby. It's crazy, you know.
I do know that song.
And then the one before that, we go back and forth, you know.
I love the floss cause I had it, making bitches change up a pussy good but can't cuff. I was getting money young, my young.
Yeah,
It's the man, you know. Like before D-Block Europe and everybody'd been doing this, me and my cousin been going back and forth, like, you know, like 8 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars. We've been doing that, you know. So yeah, we have tracks like the year before we dropped The Man, you know.
Yeah.
If you hear our back and forth,
remember that track.
Yeah, they're crazy, you know.
So that same thing that you're talking about going the back and forth. Where did you like?
D-Block,
who thought about that?
D-Block is who inspired me. Like not the new Europe D-Block, like D-Block,
like
Jada Kiss and
Styles when they would do.
Yeah, that's what probably inspired us. But we just decided to do that to be different, you know.
Cause I like that.
When I was switching up my
dope.
flow and shit, we just want to be different. You know, like I don't want to be like every other artist, you know. Yeah, so I want my shit to be different. So
That's cool.
yeah, so that's one of the reasons we go back and forth like that too.
Nah, I feel that. What about the features?
Fuck, right now I don't really feature with people because of the city politics and all the shit. Just the city, you know. Tons and like I don't even like, you know.
Sorry, it's funny you say that and then the ambiance.
Yeah.
Hey, Archangel Michael.
It's crazy, right? The city, but
Confirmation.
so many artists, you know. Like a lot of artists hit me up.
Is there somebody you want to work with?
In the city,
Because
only
I remember
I really want to work with bigger artists, you know, than me. Not bigger artists like local big artists, like big artists, you know.
Because I remember.
Otherwise, it doesn't like if you have politics or anything like, you know, that would like make, you know, yourself or even my like shit, you know. I don't like people like, you know, joining music and then it creates problems, or like in the future you have problems because you knew that person. You know, it could be 5 years down the road. You never really know, you know. But the relationship you build, and most people I'd make music with I have a relationship with, you know. But tons of people ask me for features, you know. Like,
My bad.
a bunch of art, not even smaller artists, bigger artists than me are asking me for features and stuff, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I still have to say like, you know, I'm not trying to pull up to the studio. And
No, for real? You're actually saying no? Even if they got a bag?
All the time. If you have a bag, I'll do a feature, but most of them aren't trying to like.
Okay.
The artists that are bigger than me haven't really reached out to me to pay me, you know.
But I'm like the artists
I've
that are
done
like the local artists that at least have a bag. Like if they're coming to you with a bag, are you doing those features?
Yeah, I'll probably do it still.
Okay.
if money talks, you know, I'll probably do it. But most of the smaller artists, like, you know, or artists under me, like, you're probably gonna have to pay for time and the beats and shit. Everything's original. All my beats are made, you know. My boy, all my shit's original, so it takes time's money, you know. I'm not really gonna go to the studio and work for free, you know. Yeah, that's just how it is.
The reason why I asked that too, because the last time you were here, you weren't being interviewed, but you were here with Nana Goody.
Yeah.
Town and in the West End of Toronto, and when I moved to Sauga, it was like, oh my God, like I'm a broke kid kind of surrounded by all these like uppity rich kids. And it was crazy because when you start meeting children that are on your level at the age that I was at, it was kind of like, okay, there's kids that are like me.
So, well, we love hip hop. Shout out, we love hip hop. Right?
Yeah, that's good.
So so you don't have any tracks with her or any?
No, we don't have no tracks together. But she's from my block from young, you know, from kids. Like I know she's known me since I was a kid, you know. Yeah, I was a bad little kid, bro, on the block. She known me. She's there, you know. She was there, like you know. Nana Goody was there, there for my kids still.
Shout out Nana Goody, man. Yeah. Dope. What about the albums that you have out? You got like.
Fuck, I have two. I have an EP. I basically dropped the album and then some singles, and then I dropped my EP on last year November, and then I dropped my album just recently. Okay. So my first album was 8 tracks. It was like basically my comeback album, you know. Those are the videos I basically shot, switch up, bando. Most of them I summed up, put on the album with a couple extra tracks, you know. That was when I basically was getting on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff. Now that I, you know, learned Spotify, Apple Music, and I'm on all the streaming platforms and everything, I put out some singles and I put out the EP before my album, you know. And I worked for my album to be, you know, super fire. Basically, our quarantine gave me a couple months, luckily, and I put the album together. Lovely.
Yeah, the album Pressure.
My last album before that was Change. It was pretty big, like, you know, and in my head, you know, I fucked with it heavy. But my new album I fuck with way more, you know. I just, even the time I put in, the making the beats and everything. My first album has like YouTube beats and shit. I would never I wouldn't work on those anymore, you know.
Yeah, you stepped up, upgraded.
Yeah, like I couldn't. I've even got my video, like my biggest video was The Way at a point.
I know I never leave my paper. This money calling, see you later.
And I had like probably, let's say like 60K, 50K, you know, at a point I was dropping it. These guys told me they're trying to take down my video and shit, you know, for copyrighted claims. I'm like, are you guys crazy, you know?
Quick question also, because I see that you have a lot of views on your videos. How are you accumulating those views? Just organically? Like people are just watching your streams?
Well, also with fucking organic views, I have to market shit. Instagram, I market like crazy. YouTube, I use YouTube ads and marketing and Google Marketplace. I have to market my shit, you know. I would never not cheap out and market my shit.
Good job.
I feel like if you're dropping music and you're not marketing it, it's like basically making music for no one to see. You know? So I've used YouTube ads and everything. Like YouTube actually markets my shit too, you know. So yeah, like. That's awesome. I have to market my shit on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. My Instagram, even my last couple of videos on Instagram, if there's smoking now and this and that, you're not allowed to, you know, market your shit on Instagram. I'm not even using that no more, you know. I have to like try to cut out smoking and this and that from my video posts so I can market my Instagram, you know, and reach new fans. My whole producer right now I met, like, that I've made he made every beat from this album, you know. He fucking told me, he's like, yo, I seen your video switch up on a YouTube ad.
I might just fuck with your hoe. Tell me she ready to roll. I might just take it a month. Say that she love her.
Like from your YouTube ads, and I hit you up, you know, and he's worked with me for free on all my album, makes my beats, I get studio time, you know. Like I bless him in so many ways now, and now he's up doing his shit, you know. Probably making beer money off music this year, doing his shit. Like I put him on heavy, he'll tell you right now, you know, like. This guy put me on. He has racks. You know, he's doing his thing now. You know,
that's what's up.
And fuck, that's all basically for my YouTube marketing. I'll never not market. You know, I don't like dropping a video and not marketing it. You know.
Let me tell you guys something. I hope you guys paid attention to what this young man just said, because he just gave you guys gems. And if you guys weren't listening, I don't know where you guys are on from. I don't know where you're on from.
That's open up the jewelry store.
That's money.
Hey. I said, what? I was like, yes, perfect.
That's money.
I
Now
appreciate that
other
answer.
things like streaming platforms and shit. Are you crazy? Like if you're promoting and marketing and getting on playlists and shit, you're making money. You
Exactly.
know? Free money. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, every streaming platform pays you free money. You know, if you don't really market, you're not gonna get any money really back. Or You're not really gonna get that. You know, that traffic, right? So. You should
This
be marketing your
is
shit.
pissing me the fuck
I
off.
see it.
Like it's bothering me so bad.
Yeah,
You cut it. What's up? That's what's up,
I
yo.
hope I done
I
it.
was like,
Jack of all
fuck,
trades
yo,
right
just
here.
flying
Watch
in
you.
my face. Like, what?
One time,
Yo,
yeah.
stop this, man.
Crazy.
So, are you at the point where like numbers matter to you?
No, numbers don't matter. Like, I don't need to touch millies and shit. I just need to make sure my shit's marketed and seeing new fans and shit every time I drop, you know?
Okay.
I want to reach new people every time I drop music. I'm also pleasing my fans and, people that drop music. Like, sometimes, like, you're like, oh, I don't want to drop music. I don't want to do this. I don't want to write. Like, I have stages where I just, I'm in work mode and I'm not really working on music, but I have to drop back music. People are like, when's the next track? Or you drop a preview. Oh, let me get... You don't want to just give them a single, So I had to drop the whole album, I had to work in album mode. Like,
That's what's up.
yeah, it's crazy.
I feel that. What about... I know we were talking... You don't really do too many features. Is there a feature out there, though, that like you'd want to work with? And it doesn't even have to be Toronto.
Like...
It could be out there. States,
Anybody.
Yeah, like
Australia.
one in particular.
What I would invest into, because as I, tell people like it's not free to fucking,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give people free features every day, I would invest into a feature with bigger artists like, Boogie or Baby or, somebody, like a Nav, even like we're saying Tory Lanez, people I like music wise, I would invest into a feature and but I'm not really looking to like, get a free feature with any artist. Like it's gonna,
Not
like,
even a free feature, but I'm just saying like if there's
would
somebody
I want to work
who
with?
do you want to work with? Like who?
Not from the city. It would be like Boogie and Baby. Those.
Nice.
Boogie.
Yeah, I like Boogie a lot. Like a lot of people sleep on A Boogie.
He's actually so dope.
Yeah, I fuck with Boogie.
I don't rock with A Boogie.
Yeah, we know you don't. Whatever.
I don't like A Boogie.
Yeah, I fuck with him.
But I think he's actually
like
so
Lil
dope.
Baby.
He's melodic. Little Baby's harder. That's why you fuck
Yeah.
with him. But Boogie is melodic.
Don't get me twisted. I like my melodic stuff. I like the R&B and all that other stuff. But
Lil TJ could do it. Or those.
I don't know. It's those guys.
I'm not a
Those
Lil
guys
TJ
don't
fan.
do it. Yeah, those guys just don't.
But I like A
I feel you.
Boogie.
I feel you.
I'm not a
like-
Lil TJ fan, but I
A lot
like
of
A
people
Boogie
I
a
like
lot.
that. I know why people won't like A Boogie, I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
But I know why other people will like A Boogie. This is the thing on my album. I have like, beer songs, 12 songs, whatever. Some of them I didn't like that much, People are telling me, I listened to this song on repeat for 24 hours. I'm like, how the fuck you like that song? I'm off my album, You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling them that, and I see that when other people drop their music. Like, I see talent in this, but somebody else may not, There's like, I see super talent in Boogie shit, but when I play it, other people will be like, I don't fuck with it that much,
Yeah.
Just to stay on the topic
To
of
each his own.
True. Just to stay on the topic of your album, what's your favorite track on Pressure? Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, kind of. I guess like North Pole Dancer is the best put together like track. I feel the whole track.
Like, how do you like? Which one do you feel like?
North Pole Dancer.
That one's
like to me is Rainy
Yeah.
Days. That one I
Okay.
went like
Hard.
I super deep. Like that's the only track I've ever like came up with shit like deep like.
I'm gonna
past
listen to that
and,
one
like,
again. I don't think I
bruises,
listened to it good.
You have to listen to
That
it.
was hard.
I don't
That's
think I
the first
listened to
track
it
I even
good.
dropped with 2 verses.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot a video for it like
You don't
big
do 2
one.
verses?
Nah.
No, you
just
don't.
short.
Nah.
You don't.
So while I was
Yeah. Sorry.
while I was listening, you want?
Go.
So I was listening to the album with my youths, and they had a problem with that. That was their issue. They're like, "Yo, why is this song so short?"
Yeah.
So is that something like you plan ahead of time?
For kids, sometimes for kids it's catchy to hear the hook again, and another verse. But I find it's like it's the song's sweeter, short, like it's sweeter, like and 2, you have to listen again if you want to hear it again, which is also gonna build me more streams and plays and shit like that. Right?
So you got this guy. Look at this guy's thinking. Look at you thinking, my G.
Yo, this is so
Giving
dope.
away way too many gems for these people. Right
No, that's
here.
okay.
Yo,
They're not
pay
gonna do it
attention.
anyway, so it's okay.
Pay the free attention.
Yeah, that's why more times I won't have a second verse on my shit,
That's actually so dope. I'm gonna go listen to that again though.
Yeah, but Rainy Days is super deep. Like the bars on that, like when you hear it, you're like, if now that you take it in, you'll be like, oh my god, like super deep bars, like it's crazy. Yeah, That one's the deepest track for me. But the best song I feel is North Pole Dancer. The best hook is Long Way. The Long Way hook is crazy.
That's big. I like that one.
I just shot the video yesterday, so
Okay.
that one's coming. I shot like a movie, you know. My little cousin's like playing like me, kicking in the door, you know, and like robbing a guy, tying him up or whatever, you know.
Exclusive.
Yeah, shit like that is coming. That one's gonna be hard.
So you already you just filmed it.
Yeah, I shot that one yesterday. So.
Freak. So we can't get the edit. I was thinking, maybe we can get a piece of the edit.
Just
We can
allow
put
it. It's
here,
all
you know
good.
what I'm saying?
It's all
Yeah,
good.
that is
Exclusive.
Yeah, fuck. I've been shooting all the videos. Like I think I have 6 of them shooting. You know, like every month they've been dropping. Right?
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I have another one in the chamber, and then I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna get Long Way out, and I'll drop probably one of them before my birthday. You know, we'll see. People will see sooner than later, but I'll either drop.
The
North Pole Dancer, Rainy Days, one of those ones coming next.
is it the Ghetto?
Yeah, Get Up.
What is that on the album? Because I was looking.
No,
That's not
that
on
I
the
dropped
picture.
the single right before.
So
the
that's
album.
just there. That's just there. That's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that was
it's a
on the
single.
count. That's actually the first time I heard of you. And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
song,
yeah, it was on
fam,
this-
like
it was-
I was like, yo,
because
this
we
shit is
posted it.
catchy.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
like I was looking for it on pressure, and I was just like, yo, how come it's not on there?
So that's made with a different producer, L5K. He works with the Universal Studio guys,
Okay.
like those guys that I have connection with from high school. And the guy that I know from high school contacted me and said, can you work with my producer? Because he sees I'm doing my thing now, And he said, I was like, yeah, I'll work with him. I pulled up to the studio, cooked that with him live on spot. More than one of them, I started writing to it in the studio. I dropped something with his, at his studio, but I didn't finish the track. So whatever, I went back to my guy Will and actually dropped something to that track, and like he's like, then I finished the track with Will and then dropped that one as a single right before the album. I was gonna put it on the album, but I just left it off the album and wanted to drop it as a single to build like some buzz
traction,
before I dropped the album,
yeah.
right?
Nice.
Yeah, so I dropped the video and I dropped it on like all streaming platforms,
Proper.
and it did numbers. 'Cause I know people wanted that rap, for me, and obviously they wanted that, so I dropped that hard
Dope.
shit,
It was good.
and it crushed. Like everyone was back on me, before the album, and they all were like, "Oh fuck,"
I wish I could have recorded My You Has a Dance to it.
Yeah,
That's his favorite tune.
yeah. You should.
He rocks that tune all the time now. He has a little dance
that
for
Get
it,
Out?
fam.
It's
Like,
funny.
fam,
That's a
is
Savio.
true,
They said
fam.
that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get it for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, Get Out's a big one. Dirt Bike was pretty good.
Dirt
Right
Bike
before
was
that, that one that one's crushed. That was my biggest video yet.
Hating, I don't mind that. I ain't in the order. I rock Prada. Came up.
Really cool. Is it weird, like getting these numbers too? Like I don't know, like the attention that you're getting, your songs getting played on radio. Like,
Yeah,
how
like-
is that too? Because like,
It's okay. It's whatever. Like I feel like I'm not accustomed to it, but like I'm kind of ready, for like whatever the 1-2 people. I don't want to ever be on like a huge scale, I would stay low key,
but
Like,
how?
I don't want to be out there like that. But like even with the buzz coming in, like I'm more than hood famous, like my hood and everyone
I
knows
see the
me.
progression, my
The
G.
kids, like everybody's, and that's the thing. As long as you could inspire, and like, that's my more shit. I would, as long as I'm making money and I'm making music forever because I like music, I'm blessed, Yeah, I'm gonna be making my music for years. I'll be cooking now. I just invested in my studio,
Nice.
Yeah, like 10 racks, probably got all my stuff, Now I'm gonna be able to cook beats for, make other people like, the
That's
kids
dope.
when I do it,
That's
they're
so
gonna learn
cool.
how to cook beats, they're gonna know how to produce, You have to put on, I have to learn this stuff, Yeah, I'm picking up
Inspiring,
late as hell though, but it's never
It's never too late. Yo,
Never too
McDonald's
late. Yeah, it's
started.
never too late.
The McDonald's man started at 52. It's never too
Yeah, it's
late,
never
yo.
too late.
It's
As
never
long as
too
I know,
late.
like I also see the money these guys are making on beats and producing, like it's crazy. Like engineering, producing is money,
Facts.
Yeah, you have to have that key. Like I could put on someone, give someone a job. Like I was telling you guys earlier,
That's what's up.
Yeah, you guys could be working.
That's honest. That's what's up.
Studio, you guys are making money and you guys, have a better
Cuzz,
alternative.
bro.
I was like,
K-
bro,
K-
dropping
Cuzz
the
the
gems on the
businessman, bro.
people. Be
Because
like,
the
that's what's up.
businessman,
I like that.
businessman. But yeah, music. What's next? What's next music wise?
Fuck, right now it's just videos. I'm just getting these videos out, So after all these videos, then I'm gonna come back with. I'm probably gonna drop a big single,
And
yeah, but right now it's just videos. I'm focusing on these videos. The next like 2 are gonna be huge. First I'm gonna drop 2. You know, I'm gonna keep dropping a couple of them, but the last ones I drop are gonna be like, you know, like, you know, I'm gonna slowly make them harder. You know what I mean?
Proper.
Yeah. So I'm trying to shoot some movies. I'm not really trying to shoot regular, basic videos. You know what I mean?
I like the visuals that you have too.
Yeah, they're good.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to shoot different stuff, and yeah, it's hard. It's crazy out here. You know, like you have to do things and put in work and put in a lot of money and investment, like money for videos and good visuals. You know?
For sure.
Yeah. So.
And thank you for putting a 1-2 shorties in your music video too.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
We
Like,
really
bruh.
appreciate that around here. Like we don't mind the man them. That's cool, but like, come on, guys, gal them.
Yeah, you have to have some girls in the videos. You know, girls are a part of their life. You know.
Well,
you're showing its facts. Like that's the next thing. Most of this music, it's not even most. Like all of the music is basically facts. You know. I don't really like. That's why it's hard to make music when you're not capping everything. You know, like most things I'm rapping and most things I'm, you know, melodic, flowing. Everything's like what happens. You know, what I'm writing down as it happens. You know.
Sure.
So if I'm not going through too much new like experiences, it's not good to like. I can't really write. You know, like when I went to LA, I'm saying in my track flying out, she FaceTime, she like, you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm talking about flying out when I do this, and I'm in Miami. I talk about Sunset Boulevard. I went to, you know, like I'm bringing shit in for my life that, you know, and it's coming in my music. You know what I mean? If you're sitting there, I'm not doing nothing. I can't really make music. You know, you can't really come with fake music every day and just spit like random metaphors. You know?
True.
It's true.
Did you get to record when you got out there?
Yeah, I had a studio and I went to like, you know, do a 1-2. I had basically meetings, you know. I met with a big, like, you know, I met with Johnny Ray, which is like Alicia Keys, Justin Timberlake's manager, you know. I met with a couple people, you know. I posted a lot of shit on Instagram, but a lot of people get, you know, it's gone like, you know, a story quick. Whoever sees, you know. 1,000 people you guys get to see, you know. It's not really everybody doesn't have to be shown. I just, you know, I have a couple little things, couple meetings, couple little appointments, you know. Like me and my cousin went to New York and had a meeting too and a show, you know. Like,
yeah, I seen
that's dope.
I seen that when you were out there.
Yeah,
that was a little like, it's a little like artist, you know. You come and like you do a show.
It's like a showcase.
You know? Yeah, it's like a showcase.
Nice.
Basically. It's a showcase, and like, you know, whoever wins gets either $5,000, you know?
Hey, that's what's up.
Yeah, or like a record deal, like, you know?
That's dope.
Thing, yeah. So
that's so
that
cool.
was one of the little opportunities, you know, we did. I went with my cousin for that. That was his flex, you know?
I'm pretty sure when you're out there, you're still grinding.
That's the thing. I met so many people, and I did another appointment and meetings, you know? A lot of things, yeah. It's crazy.
Bro, okay, Cuzz, man, yo, I see the potential in you, man. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing, my G.
Yeah, you're doing a really good job.
Yeah,
that's
you're all
amazing. So good.
But yo, we're gonna get uncut with you right now, man.